Hello dear otakus and welcome to another new video just for our manhwa fans. Today we will give you a list full of manhwa with magic, where you can find your next story to read and dive into a world full of fantasy, magic and superpowers. And yeah, before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Make us feel your support and stay active in the comment below. So get ready and let's start our reading. Let's kick off this list starting from number 10, Survival of a Sword King. After being recently discharged from military service and just drifting through life, Hanbin Ryu is suddenly transported into another world. However, his guideline system bestowed upon him to help with his survival and growth. It was filled with errors, causing him to be stuck in the tutorial stage for over 20 years. When he is finally released from his personal hell, he finds everyone has turned against other worlders like him. The story is unique and fairly good. It's very entertaining and the art is pretty good. If you are looking for some good magic manhwa with a nice and overpowered MC, this one is definitely for you. Scrolling down to number 9, Black Haze. After a mission gone awry, the doubtful main character, Rode, is sent to the famous magic school, Helios. There he must protect an important person's son who has a very bad time at school. Overall, this manhwa is a great mix of comedy and action. The story is very intriguing and the art is pretty good. When you get past the very first chapters, this manhwa definitely deserves more attention. It does not fail to keep you captivated. Next in number 8, I Am the Sorcerer King. 10 years ago, the monster horde from the rift formed from space and time started attacking the mankind. At the same time, people have started to awaken the power and begun hunting the monsters for fame and money. Lee was in need for money because of his mother's sickness. He takes a dangerous job to help hunt those monsters 4 times a month by acting as a bait to the monsters. But one day, he is heavily injured by a monster and remembers his past life as the Sorcerer King. With his past memories, Lee begins the overpowered magic show. This is a good RPG manhwa with a good art and character development. Also, we mentioned it previously in the video of manhwa similar to solo leveling, so feel free to check it out. Down to number 7, The Archmage Returns After 4,000 years. Locust Roman was the greatest Archmage in history until he was condemned by demigod to spend eternity losing his mind. But 4,000 years later, he is thrusted back into his world, into the body of Free Blake, the weakest, most untalented student at the prestigious West Road Academy of Mages. Art is really nice and the story is very nice type of magic. The story development is amazing and it has some moments that can actually affect your emotions. Definitely recommending it for you guys. Jumping down to number 6, Lana and Arad had much in common. They both only cared about themselves and were madly obsessed with each other. The difference is one wanted the other's warmth and the other one wanted submission. Though Lana's life ended in a hated battle against Arad, the kingdom's emperor, she is reincarnated into the same life for unknown reasons. 2 people who faced misery in their previous life now have a chance to meet once again. This story is so attractive and original. The main female lead is strong and it is able to keep up with the male-dominated world of swordsmanship. If you are looking for a strong female protagonist and a touch of romance, you should read this manhwa. Next in number 5, Where the Shooting Star Falls, Wait There. Now this is the tale of a witch and a cat pursuing the whereabouts of a missing shooting star. And if you are watching this video and wondering whether you should read this or not, I have to tell you yes, you have to read it. The setting is unique, the characters are charming and the art is beautiful. The artist has a true grasp of drawing fluid characters and there isn't a stiff looking shoot at any part of this manhwa. Light and heavy at the same time, the series also doesn't seem to shy away from some darker things, which is a breath of fresh air for a series that also manages to be cute. So go for it guys and don't be shy. Down in number 4 we have the gamer. Han Ji-han, a normal high school student, suddenly develops special power where his entire world is shifted into a game-like setting. He can see the power levels of people, look at the state of a seemingly normal item, get abilities and even level up. It's been 8 years since this started and still it is amazing. And the storytelling is getting better and better. This isn't your typical shonen action plot, but if you give it a chance, you could definitely enjoy it. So go for it guys and don't skip it for the world. You will enjoy it if you give it a chance. Next in number 3, Miss Guillotine. The era of anonymous hero has ended and the world's protectors, the magical girls, now live their life in near celebrity status. But it turns out these protectors are really school bullies in their everyday lives. One day a new never before seen magical girl appears with a proclamation of war against the original magical girls. I would recommend people who are fans of the magical girl genre to give this a go. It may not be the best, but it's definitely different. But if you are a fan of such a genre with a fantasy and magical powers, you have to read this manhwa. It's a very interesting one and it is different as I said, so you have to give it a go and try it. You are not losing anything if you tried it. You are all looking for new manhwas to read, so go for it. Down in number 2, I became the hero's mom. Aisha, who was a fan of the novel's main protagonist, died in accident while going to the writer's singing event. After that, when she opened her eyes, she found out that she was the only daughter of a baron whose name did not appear once in the novel. She was excited to be in her favorite novel and have the opportunity to interact with her favorite characters. She is even surprised to find out that the main protagonist is still 7 years old. She was delighted to see the male protagonist's precious childhood and begins her life as an avid fan. This manhwa is interesting. It is typical isekai, but the setting is superior from the original novel. Though this manhwa is new, I could see the plot is going to be more interesting as the story goes on. The author had been dropping a few hints here and there. It has the right amount of mystery, so go for it guys, you will love it. And finally at the end we have in number 1, Lout of Count's family woke up inside of a novel and in the body of that Lout from the Count's family. Also the main character that utterly destroyed me in the story, Chwahan is coming. This is literary RPG fantasy where the MC is transported as a minor character in a novel but ends up getting into situations that lead him to pretty much become the MC. It has a lot of interesting aspects with dragons, beasts, people, magic, superpowers and more. Check it out if you want to MC ever gets to live the slacker couch potato life that he wishes to have. This is a good manhwa to read. Just grab your cup of tea and have a nice place and start reading it. You will enjoy it. That's the end of our video of today guys, thank you for watching. And yeah, feel free to tell us your favorite manhwa in the comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Always check our channel to keep up with our latest videos.